Hello everybody, hey, hi, how you doing? I'm Jay McCain coming to you with my extra week coffee for another coffee from Tea-Capistan. I got a couple of Predators for you today, so let's get to the good stuff, shall we? First up is the boxer.
Man coming to our house on this windy Florida day drove about an hour to get here. 24-year-old David Wagner is an amateur boxer. Using the screen name Dave Cruz 2003, he chats with a decoy who says she's 13.
Just using his real name. Just using his real name to troll for underage on the internet. Brilliant.
At first, Wagner tells her about his boxing prowess, but later
I don't know. I guess I don't know where the Cruz comes from. Maybe he's using his real first name. Maybe he's savvy enough to use a fake last name.
Makes it clear he's more interested in sex.
Did he say he was 28-0 with 21 knockouts? This is like that, oh god, what's his name? There's that one fake boxer who claims to have over 300 KOs, and never been knocked out himself. The guy's insane.
You a virgin?
Yeah.
Do you masturbate at all?
Not really.
Do you get horny at all?
Maybe.
Don't be shy. You can tell me.
He goes on to ask the girl
Chatlock gonna give me terms of service. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get TOS on this.
thinks is a virgin if he can have sex with her and perform oral sex on her. He sends along photos of his penis and says he's getting sexually excited looking at her online snapshots. He wants to come over as soon as possible, and near the end of the chat, he makes sure of her age.
When do you turn 14 again?
December 21st.
Oh, yeah.
But despite being told that she's a couple of weeks shy of 14, he turns up at the house.
Whew, how are you?
As soon as he walks in, he likes the locale.
Dang, you live right on the beach.
Yeah, you can have a seat right there. I just gotta finish packing. You can get like a Diet Coke and whatever you want. I'll be back in just a minute.
What's she packing for? Packing for our big adventure. Just take a seat. He did sit right down, too. Didn't even go in for a hug or anything.
How you doing? Good. How are you?
Good.
He did
What's
grab
happening?
himself a Diet
Not
Coke.
much.
Yeah? What you doing here?
Just checking the place out.
Were you thinking of buying it, or?
No, just
No.
looking really.
Yeah.
Why, is there like an open house going on today?
No. Well, there is sort of an open house going on, but it's sort of a different open house.
Damn, Chris. Well, yes, there is sort of an open house going on.
Okay. I was just visiting a friend, Jenna.
And how did you meet Jenna?
Oh, we were just talking online and stuff.
Wagner tells me they were just talking about sports. That's when he starts heading towards the door.
Just come here 1 second before you take off, and do me a favor.
But then he decides to answer a few more questions.
How old is Jenna?
I'm not sure actually.
I've got the chat log,
Okay.
so you should probably start telling the truth now.
Okay.
How old is Jenna?
14, I think. 13, 14.
13. And how old are you?
24.
And what's a 24-year-old doing looking to be with a 13?
I'm not looking to be with her. We were just talking and stuff.
What were you talking about?
Just all kinds of stuff.
You a virgin? Yeah. Do you masturbate at all? Not really. Do you get horny at all? Maybe. You can tell me. Every girl does it.
No, I was just messing around, joking around.
Just messing around with a 13-year-old girl.
Not really planning on anything, really.
You don't know what you're missing. I'm stroking my right now and looking at your pics.
As I continue, Wagner remembers that he left his car lights on.
I
Morning,
need to
Flip.
turn the battery off on my car. I swear I'll be right back. My car's gonna die. I'm serious.
Why did you leave the lights on?
He left the lights on in his car. What a place to join, indeed. What a place to join, indeed. He left his lights on his car. He'll be right back.
Your car anyway. You were going to pick this girl up
Yeah.
and take her where?
I don't know, just around there.
Just around the area. You were going to pick up a 13-year-old girl and just right around.
Yeah.
In his chat, he talks about maybe taking her for a ride along the beach. But the fact is, he'll soon be going for a ride with someone else.
Nice.
I'll be right back.
Before you go, let me just tell you something.
He doesn't wait to hear who I am.
Christmas Eve.
He meets the Flagler Beach police outside.
Guys, my lights are on
Is
in my
brought back to
car.
the station.
So are you requesting to have an attorney present during any questioning?
Yes.
Okay.
He's charged with 3 felony counts, including transmitting images harmful to a minor. He later pleaded not guilty.
What's up?
David John Wagner avoided arrest in the Dark County, Ohio sting in March of 2006, so he got caught up in a second sting.
Your phone has got a...
He chatted with Perverted, just a contributor there, to the point of arranging a meet, but he no-showed. Within the next several months, he was relocated to Florida for work. Oh. The Dark County one was before this, and then he got caught up in this thing.
Harry, is this a cell phone?
Nice work, dude.
The number that came in on my phone is really weird. Is this a cell phone?
And then he did it again.
I thought you lived closer to Jack.
He got arrested in Jacksonville, Florida, and then had 2 cases pending against him. Nice. 7 years in prison with 3 years of probation after pleading guilty in the Jacksonville case. How about the second case?
What are you doing right now?
In the Flagler Beach case, he pled no contest and was sentenced to 5 years in prison and designated as a sexual offender.
Well, I can pick you up whatever. Bye.
At least it's not the same sting, because that happened once, didn't it? I'm not sure if anyone got caught twice in the same sting. Not sure about that. Alright, I'm going to jump over to the oil drilling consultant. About the only thing I'm good at on a pool table.
And a variety of men show up, and it's no different here in Murphy, Texas. The potential child predators range in age from 23 years old to 63.
How's your drive?
Not bad.
From unemployed
To unemployable.
How are you?
to successful businessmen. Take Randall Wolford, an oil drilling consultant.
Hey,
An oil drilling consultant.
Hey, girl.
how are you? Did you get lost?
No?
Online, he
No.
calls himself It New to Me. While chatting with a perverted justice decoy, he says he wants to go to lunch and a movie with Sequoia, a girl who tells him she's 13. He's 52. The next day, his intentions go from creepy to pornographic.
I would come over and make out with you, show you how it feels, let you enjoy me as much as I would you. I love to give oral and feel the sensation for your orgasms.
Then, less than 2 hours after that chat, he shows up at the house. He thinks the girl's mother is working until midnight.
So where's your mom working?
Oh,
He just bare hands this ice container. These chat logs are always so gross. Yes, they are. Yes, they are indeed. It's just a good reminder of what caliber of man we're dealing with here.
Actually, she works with computers in Austin, so she goes away on business a lot.
Nice, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
The 52-year-old makes a comment about the pool table. So the decoy asks a provocative question.
Did you ever do it on the pool table?
Yeah, once.
Really?
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. It was good.
He's just still manhandling that ice.
Yeah.
That's about.
Well, he lies about doing it on a pool table. I think he's full of it. I don't think he ever did it on a pool table. Nice reminder, don't meet men from the internet ever. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good policy.
One thing I'm any good at on the pool table.
But we won't have a chance to see his billiard skills tonight.
So why don't you make yourself at home? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm not good. You?
Doing fine. Apparently, the wheels start turning in his head. And how old are you?
I'm 49.
49.
49.
Remember, he's really 52. Online, he gave yet another age, 46. Then as he helps himself to candy, he comes up with this.
And I was fully intending on sitting right here until her mother got home.
You were?
Yes, sir. I was. I was going to explain to her mother how I come to be here.
And how were you going to explain that to the mother?
By telling her about the chat.
I like that logic. Mom's out of town for a long weekend, but I'm just going to stay here for, 2.5 days until Mom comes back?
You're going to say, hi, I was cruising a chat room. I started talking to your daughter. I asked her if she ever masturbated. I asked her if I could have sex with her.
During the interview, he starts to waffle. Some of the time, it new to me comes clean.
I kind of remodeled the bathroom.
26-year-old daughter. Now, back when she was 13, if a 49-year-old came calling, would you be okay with that?
No, sir, I wouldn't.
So why is it okay for you to come here?
Well, I didn't.
He realizes what he said in his chat speaks for itself.
I would love to taste you, Sequoia. Show you how good it feels to have a man down on you.
Yes, sir, I did say that. No denying it.
I would enjoy that very much.
While he can't deny what he said online, he sticks with the claim he would have waited for the girl's mother to return.
Now, the other problem with your Good Samaritan story is that was not the discussion you had when you first came in here.
She asked me if I had ever done it on a pool table, and I said yes, a long time ago.
What was the next move?
Talk to her.
Since I wasn't buying that explanation, he tries another route, one we've heard repeatedly. He brings up God.
This story just does not add up.
Well, Chris, whether it adds up or not, God is my Savior. That is the truth.
You a religious man?
Yes, sir. I'm a faithful man. Yes, sir.
Does your faith involve visiting 13-year-old girls or
Taken
homo?
down on a
Sure does not, and I really screwed up big time.
Well, there's a couple things you got to know. And I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. And we're doing a story on adults who try to meet
The nervous gulp. He sees the camera. He's out of here.
kids online for sex. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say, Randy, we'd like to hear it. If not,
He's apparently never seen
bringing
To
his
Catch a
coat.
Predator and doesn't realize while he's walking away from
Oh, he had to unlock the door, so he must have locked the door when he walked in. Pulling a Palumbo. Not a Palumbo. A, cologne.
us, drink in hand, he's walking towards the Murphy Police Department.
Police! Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
He's whisked away in an unmarked car and driven to the police station where he's searched.
You got anything on you that's going to stick me or poke me?
No.
The police find a condom in his pocket. His truck is also thoroughly
Jeez.
searched.
That was like a beat-up condom. I wouldn't put a lot of faith in that thing.
He owns 14 guns as well.
Turns out it new to me is a gun enthusiast.
That's a list of all the guns and serial numbers. There weren't any guns in the truck.
Officers also find naked pictures of the 52-year-old on his digital camera. Then he's brought into the booking station.
You have any allergies?
No, ma'am.
You turn and face that way?
He leaves the booking station and is brought in for questioning. After he's read his rights, he starts to talk, telling a familiar story that police don't buy.
And just as I told Chris with Dateline, my intention was to sit right there and wait until her mother come home.
Eventually, he tells her the truth.
I truly don't know why I was so stupid. All the way down here, I was telling myself, yeah, this isn't right, and
Oh, it's definitely not right. Somebody your age going over to a 13-year-old girl's house to have sex.
It's pretty low.
When you were chatting with her and talking about sexual things, like at one time you talked about wanting to hold her close and you'd like to feel her have an orgasm.
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
Yes, sir, I did.
At the time you were doing that chat, didn't you intend to have sex with the girl?
I guess you could say I did, yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm guilty as charged.
Jeez. Get a lawyer, dude. Or don't. I mean, we don't want you walking around out there, but jeez, he just really confessed.
I have to accept my punishment.
He goes before a judge and bail is set.
So you're charged with online solicitation of a minor. I've set your bail at $50,000.
The next day, he was released on a $50,000 bail bond awaiting trial He got off because of the Lewis Conrad situation. March 20, 2008, Wolford began swapping dirty talk with a police sergeant, posing in a chat room as a 13-year-old named Jennifer. Wolford asked Jennifer if she was really a cop or just a plant from Perverted Justice. The undercover officer denied it, making Wolford comfortable enough to continue the sexually explicit chat. Wolford and Jen chatted several times for more than a month. Jeez, this just goes on, but he got busted again too. That's the theme of the day. Indicted on one count of attempting to persuade, induce, entice, or coerce a minor to engage in criminal sexual activity. He faced a maximum statutory sentence of life in prison, pled not guilty. In 2008, federal jury convicted Wolford on one count of enticement of a child. Wolford had been in custody since September 2008. At trial, he put forward only one defense, that he believed Jen was an adult pretending to be a child, a type of role-playing chat room dude. 2 words. Sentenced to 24 years and 4 months in prison without parole. Damn. They really threw the book at him. 1-day trial. He tried to take it to the Supreme Court. Is scheduled to be released from federal prison on December 22nd, 2029. Wow. That's pretty intense. Good. Screw that guy. I'm glad he's in jail for 4 more years. He'll probably be an old man by the time he gets out. Alright, y'all, I need to get on with my day, so thank you all for joining me. Until next time, I've been Jay McCain, mind, body, spirit, harmonious resonance. Strive to be no one nowhere. Be where your feet are. And of course, as always, stay water, my friends.